A very good morning to all. In this video we shall cover the CNS depressant activity or the locomotor activity. Coming to the aim of the experiment, it is to study the central nervous system depressant property of the chlorpromazine on the locomotor activity of mice by using actophotometer. Coming to the requirements of the experiment, the animal required is mice weighing in between 20 to 25 grams. This drug solution required is chlorpromazine hydrochloride. The equipment used over here is actophotometer. Coming to the principle of the experiment, the locomotor activity, it represents the motion. Okay, now most of these central nervous system acting drugs, that is drugs which act on the CNS, they influence the locomotor activity both in man as well as in the animals. Now depending upon what action the drug is showing on the CNS, it may show different outcomes. Like say for example, if the drug has the CNS depressant property, like say for example barbiturates and alcohol, so they reduce the motor activity because of their CNS depressant property. They reduce the motor activity. Then on the contrary, there are certain drugs which have CNS stimulant property like caffeine or amphetamines. So these drugs on the contrary, they increase the motor activity. So in other words, what we can say is that the locomotor activity, it can be considered as the index of wakefulness or alertness of the mental activity. Now this locomotor activity or horizontal activity as it is called as, so this can be easily measured in the laboratory animals, okay, with the help of an actophotometer. Okay, now this actophotometer, it basically operates based on the photoelectric cells. Okay, and these photoelectric cells, these are connected in a circuit with a counter. Okay, so there is a light source on the opposite wall. Okay, and a continuous beam of light, it is falling on these photo cells which are located on the opposite side. Now as the animal moves, so if the animal cuts off this beam of light which is continuously falling on this photo cell, so as the animal makes the movement, it will cut off this beam of light. So once the animal cuts off that light, it will make one count. Okay, so which is automatically measured, or which is automatically counted by a counter which is kept in the circuit. Okay, so in this particular experiment, the number of times the animal cuts off the beam of this light which is falling on the photo cell, that is counted. Okay, so the number of times it cuts off the beam of light, so that will give an activity score. Okay, so this particular activity score is counted before the drug is administered to the animal and after the drug is administered to the animal. So depending upon the drug's property, if it has the CNS depressant property, it will decrease the motor activity. So animal will make less movement after the drug is being administered. So the number of counts will be reduced after the drug treatment. On the other hand, if the drug has CNS stimulant property, the motor activity will be increased and the number of counts will also be increased as compared to what was shown before the drug treatment. Now this actophotometer, it can either have a circular or square shaped activity cage in which the animals are kept, and for this experiment both rats and mice can be used for testing. Now these are the pictures of the actophotometer. If you can see that there is a switch which can put on the instrument, and there are two panels, display panels. One displays the counts, that is number of times the animal has cut off the light. So once it cut off, it will give one count. Okay, then as it cuts off the beam of light continuously, it will go on increasing the number of counts which are displayed over here. and the second panel is meant to display the time which has elapsed. So once the instrument is switched on, the animal is placed in the activity cage and the time is reset. Okay, and exactly for 10 minutes time the activity score is measured. That is number of counts which are shown because of the motor activity of that animal, it is noted down. Now this is how the actophotometer looks like. This is a top view. Okay, so this is how the activity cage will look like. Let us have a closer look at this particular activity cage. So if you can see that there are small openings over here, right, on this wall, and exactly at the same place on the opposite wall also there are openings. So on one side of the wall there is a light source, and on the exactly on the opposite wall there are photocells. So continuously a beam of light is being focused on these photocells, which is continuously detecting this light, beam of light. So likewise there is one over here, one over here, and one over here. So totally there are 3. Now when you keep the animal in this activity cage, naturally it will start making some movement. It won't sit at one particular place, right? So normally the animal will start making movement. It will move around in this particular area. So as it moves, when it reaches at this particular place, it will cut off this light, okay, which is being given out by this light source. So the photocell will not detect that light once the animal moves within these particular 2 points. So the light will be cut off by the movement of that animal. So as the animal go on making the movement, it will go on cutting off the light, okay, which is falling on the photocell. So likewise the number of counts are measured, okay, or they are noted down from the instrument directly. It automatically counts it and it displays it on the panel. So you need to keep your animal in this activity cage for a fixed period of time, before the drug treatment and after the drug treatment. Usually the 10 minutes time is followed for the same. So the animal is kept in this activity cage for the 10 minutes time before the drug treatment, and the number of counts are noted down, after which the treatment is given to that particular animal, and again the same animal is placed after stipulated period of time. It is again placed in the activity cage. So again, depending upon the action of your drug, whether it is a CNS stimulant or CNS depressant, it will show the changes in the motor activity of that animal. So in this case it is a CNS depressant drug, so it will decrease the motor activity. And one thing should be noted, that at a time only one animal can be tested in this activity cage, otherwise you will not come to know which animal has cut out the light. So for that matter only one animal can be tested at a time. So single animal is placed in the cage, activity score is noted down, it is administered with the drug. After a stipulated period of time, round about 30 minutes, it is again placed in the activity cage for the same time period. The time has to be kept constant before the drug treatment and the after the drug treatment. So coming to the procedure of this experiment. So the step 1 will be to weigh and number the animals. Okay, so the mice is weighed to find out whether it falls within the required weight, that is 20 to 25 grams, and after which it is numbered from 1 to 6. Then turn on the equipment and place individually each mouse in the activity cage for 10 minutes. So 10 minutes time is for which you are going to allow your animal to remain in the activity cage. So it will make the movements and it will show a particular activity score. So this will be the basal activity score, that is before the drug treatment. So this is noted in all the animals. Okay, after this the drug is injected in the animals. So chlorpromazine is injected and after 30 minutes of injection of chlorpromazine. A 30 minutes time is allowed for the drug to act. So after this 30 minutes time period, the animal is retested for the activity scores for again 10 minutes. So this is very important. The time has to be kept constant. Okay, so before the drug we have tested for activity score for 10 minutes, after which the drug was given to the animals, and after 30 minutes again the activity score was measured for 10 minutes. So this difference in the activity score before and after the drug treatment, that is chlorpromazine treatment, can be noted down. So this is the video showing the activity cage in which the animal is kept. So if you can see, the animal is making the movement, and the score is being noted in the instrument. So if you can see, the score before the treatment is 125. So 125 times the animal has cut out the light. So that's the activity score before the drug treatment. Now this is after treatment. So if you can see that score after the drug treatment has reduced to 62. So that means that the locomotor activity has been reduced after the drug treatment. So this shows that the drug has CNS depressant property. Then these are the observations. Okay, so the animals are numbered from 1 to 6, and the body weight is noted down, that is it is falling within the range, that is from 20 to 25 grams, and the treatment given to all the animals is chlorpromazine. Now the activity score in 10 minutes is noted down for each and every animal before the drug treatment was given. So if you can see that the activity score is ranging from 120 to 135. Okay, and after the drug treatment is given, the activity score has reduced, whereas keeping the time constant, that is 10 minutes. So here it has reduced to say round about 60 to 75. Okay, now from this we can calculate the mean, okay, before the drug treatment of the activity score, and the mean of activity score after the drug treatment, and using this we can calculate the percent change in score. So in this case there will be a decrease in the score, so we need to find out the percent decrease in the score. Now the formula for the calculation of the percent change in score is score before the treatment minus score after the treatment divided by score before the treatment multiplied by 100. Say for example, score before treatment, if it is 125, and score after the treatment, if it is 62, then it will be 125 minus 62 divided by 125 multiplied by 100. That will give you the percent change in score. Now using these average values, we need to plot a graph of average locomotor activity, that is average score in 10 minutes before the drug treatment, and average locomotor activity score after the drug treatment on y-axis. So this is a sample graph, column graph, which I have shown over here. So as you can see, that average score in 10 minutes is plotted on the y-axis, and before drug treatment the activity score was round about 120, the average, and after the drug treatment it has reduced to 60. Okay, so this shows that there is a decrease in the locomotor activity of that animal after the drug treatment is being given. Okay, so this indicates that the drug has the CNS depressant activity. So we can infer that reduction in the motor activity indicates the CNS depressant property of chlorpromazine. These are the references. Thank you.